I want to discuss attachments and domestications. Now, most conflicts in society happen due to attachments and domestications. If you don't know what domestication is, we're all domesticated. Basically, it's things that you're taught that becomes a part of your lifestyle, which eventually becomes you. So say your parents teach you, hey, you need to you need to clean your plate after you eat. They tell you over and over and over and over till it becomes locked in your brain. Now that's a part of you. So when you grow up, naturally, after you eat, you're going to clean the table. Or, hey, when you wake up, you need to make your bed. Naturally, they tell you over and over, it becomes a part of you. And attachments, we only think about material attachments, but the biggest attachments is mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the content that's controversial is because people feel like you're attacking them when you speak on their attachments, things they were domesticated to. Like last episode, we talked about us not wearing jerseys, and they damn near was ready to kill us over saying we don't want to wear sports jerseys. That's an attachment. You know what I'm saying? Sports is a perfect example. Say you a football fan, but you just casually like the game. You don't have a favorite team. You can watch any team, two teams play, and no matter who loses, you good. The rest of your day is good. You don't take that loss with you like, okay, cool, that was a good game. I go on about my day. But the second you add an attachment to, okay, this is my favorite team, them losing can dictate how the rest of your night go. Your team get blown out or your team get kicked out the playoffs, now you mad. You don't want to play with your kids. You don't want to talk to you yelling at your wife. This shit causing problems at work. You don't want to do your job. Like, this shit's serious for a lot of people.
More extreme than that. That's why we see the fights and shit at the stadium.
Yeah. You're not even on the team. You in the crowd squabbling up.
They don't even know you exist.
They don't know you exist. But it's due to attachments. So it's impossible not to be domesticated. You have to be taught by somebody to learn what you know. But the thing about growing is you got to know when to let go of certain domestications, when to let go of certain attachments. So how y'all feel about this?
No, I think that's a fact. I think we are, and that's why you see people get so offended at things because they are attached to it. And once you're super attached to something like that, you obviously feel like it's right. But and I was just talking about that too within the community and our spending habits of how like that's an attachment. We don't ever want to hear that we got bad spending habits or we're not able to manage our money correct. We start, you know what I mean, calling people names and saying they're anti-black or whatever the case is when they say, hey, man, this is what we need to face this music and we need to get better because we're so attached to the way of living and how we live our life and how we spend our money or how we interact with women, whatever. As soon as you get told something, your first reaction is to get offended and then lash out instead of being like, hold on, kind of like what you said about the criticism, like, wait, let me take a step back. Okay, and let me listen to it without the emotion involved. And you could probably learn and grow from it. But we be so attached to the wrong things too. Like that don't be the truth. You get what I'm saying? And then that's how we react to it. So I think it's a lot of attachments we could get rid of, you know what I mean? And we can build attachments to the positive things and to things that are going to help us grow. But it take work.
Yeah, like you said, I agree with both of y'all saying, and it do take work. I'm not gonna lie with the football thing, man. I'm big on. I ain't gonna say I'm too big on sports as I used to be, but I do have my moments like the Niners. I'm an Eagle fan. They just spanked us or whatever the case was, and I was feeling some type of way. My homie called me talking shit, and in that moment I'm hella attached. But I had to recognize and be aware, like once the game is over, to detach from that. You get what I'm saying? So I might be all into it while the game is going on, but once it's over, it's over. Like I can't keep no emotion attached to that. So it's more so practicing attachments, but I'm bigger on applying now, later in life, of practicing detachment, because the more I detach from things, the less they affect me, and I stop worrying about the outcomes of shit. So if I'm not worried about the outcome of this game, being detached from that will not bother me as if I was attached and then they lose and I'm still feeling some type of way about it. And detached in everything, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to just things in life of whatever we doing. If I'm not detached to the outcome of what we're doing right now and just enjoying the moment of what we're doing, it's not going to affect me when we do put the episode out and we don't get 100 million views versus just, another day we might want 10,000. So I think practicing detachment is just enough important as learning what you are attached to.
No, not only that, you got niggas that's wearing the jerseys in the crowd, right? And y'all more mad that they lost than the niggas that lost. They out at the club, at the strip club later that night. They don't give a fuck. Like, some of you niggas are way too attached to these sports teams as if it's you. I be hearing y'all say, like, we and shit. Like, you're on the squad. You're not on the squad, nigga. Like, at all. You get what I'm saying? So I get it to a certain degree. But at the same time, like, a lot of these niggas be, you feel me, pulling up in the Benz, hop out. They got a fit on. They don't care about the game as much as you. Like, that's what you really got to realize. Like, half the team probably don't even really care if they win or lose. So why should you be there and be that attached to where you get into a fade, you catching fades in the crowd, you mad for the rest of the day because your team lost? Like, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't know you.
Yeah, see, the thing with domestication and being domesticated, you're given an idea or belief, and then you're punished, disciplined, or corrected when you go against it. So naturally, you start to do that to other people, which is what we were getting in a lot of the comments. Like, oh, y'all don't wear jerseys? Let's punish them. Let's discipline them. Y'all niggas gotta like jerseys. Y'all thinking too deep. Maybe you're not thinking deep enough. Or maybe we just don't give a fuck as much as you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like to say education, you're not educated, you're domesticated. They teach you one way to do things, and if you can even be right, but if you go against what they're teaching, the way that they're teaching, you're corrected. Like history, they're gonna teach you a bunch of lies. You come with a bunch of truth, you're gonna be corrected in class. What you're saying can be factual, but you're gonna get an F on that paper if you don't write them lies that they give you to them answers, even if it's the right answer. That's domestication. And that goes with everything in life, from what you teach your kids, from the way you enter your relationships. Like let's say a relationship with your wife. You want to go have guy time. Hey, Sundays, we going to watch the game. Now all of a sudden she don't want to have sex with you. So that's her way of punishing you to show you, hey, Sundays, you better be with me. You go with them, I ain't giving you no pussy. It's over with. I'm gonna ignore you, cold shoulder, all that. So next time your boys call you, hey man, let's go watch the game. Now you kind of hesitate. Now that's causing a divide in the household due to her trying to domesticate you to be the way she wants you to be. So you gotta realize how this shit works. We never think about it. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, whoever was in charge of you, you just thought they was right. This is why I always ask every episode, how often do you challenge your belief system? Because it's so fucking important. As you gain new knowledge, you need to sit down and reanalyze the old knowledge you had, because that system might be outdated. You might need an update. How often do your fucking phone update? All the time. How often do your computer update? All the time. How often do people update? Almost never.
Yeah.
Almost never. You taking things you were taught as a child and you live the rest of your life with them rules. This is why a lot of street niggas have a problem with the way I speak, not knowing, nigga, I was a street nigga. I came doing the same shit you was doing, probably worse than you. You know what I'm saying? But I had to sit down and reanalyze. Hey, this shit ain't making sense at my age now. It was cool then, but to still be doing it now with a family, you look dumb as fuck. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to stay attached for the rest of your life to something. You can detach, like bro just said. Detachment is the most important part of life because that allows you to grow.
Now, that's a fact, and domestication is also a reason why you see a lot of generational curses, because you doing something how your daddy was doing it or your mama was doing it, and so you just continue the same thing they did. Y'all go to church here, y'all believe in this, y'all vote for this. Okay, that's what we do too. And it's low-key muscle memory. That's how good domestication is, because you learn it from a young age to when you're finally adult, you're doing things and you're acting. A lot of times you'll do some shit like, damn, my mom used to do that, or damn, my dad used to do that. And that's when you got to realize at that moment, you got to have that outer body experience and be like, okay, was that positive? Is that a positive thing that I took from them, or is it negative? If it's negative, I need to unlearn it and relearn a new way to do it. But that's a big reason why you see generational curses, because we're doing the same exact thing that our parents was doing without even knowing it. And the little moments that we do wake up and see it, we like, well, that's what I was taught. You know what I mean? I didn't end up that bad, so let me keep it going. You get what I'm saying? The same thing with the emergence of social media. I feel like that's when the domestication started to break some, because now you have content creators, podcasters, spitting knowledge that's not necessarily something that we heard our whole entire lives. But now schools are requiring media literacy, which is they're going to teach kids what articles pretty much are right and which articles are wrong. So at this point in time, now when you got somebody who maybe is unverified on the gram or Twitter or whatever, and they might be coming with some facts on a situation, kids are going to be domesticated to say, oh, he doesn't have a blue check. Oh, he doesn't have a certain whatever it is on his social media literacy training. Disregard that. But regard this person that, you know what I mean, is obviously feeding you poison and lies. And so that's the new form of domestication that they're doing with the kids, is media literacy as well. So it's domestication in all forms. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because we could take so many angles when it comes to what we're talking about. And I'm starting to understand, in my opinion, I don't think none of us actually begin to live until we stop caring what people think. Half the decisions that we probably want to make, we don't make because we worrying about how people gonna think about us. People don't chase their dreams because they caring about the criticism of what other people gonna say about them, or even stepping and being in that forefront. You know what I mean? So I think that's a big attachment to people, is recognizing when to let those things go and doing things for yourself. So that's a big thing in my eyes, as far as, like I say, being able to recognize and detaching from that. But
you said that perfectly, because that lead right into the next topic, the power of not giving a fuck. That is a superpower. Like you said, that unlocks new levels in life. When you stop giving a fuck about the opinions of others and stop looking for the validation of others and focus on validating yourself, your opportunity is limitless, because you'll take the risk and the gambles that no one else is willing to take because they too worried about, well, damn, if I fail, what they gonna say? Well, damn, if I put that on, what they gonna say? This ain't the new thing. This ain't in right now. This ain't fashionable right now. They might really like it, but they so worried about society, they won't even buy it, or they won't wear it. Or this is something that I really want to do, but it ain't cool where I'm from, so I can't do it. People miss out on so many opportunities in life giving a fuck about the opinions of others. Once you stop, new level unlocked. You got the master key to every door in life. Because you can try, fail. Okay, cool. Let me go try this door. Cool. Let me try. Oh, shit. You done opened the magic door. Now you done reached unlimited success that this person can reach as well. They're just too afraid of the opinion of others. Like, literally, you literally have to stop giving a fuck. And I had to learn that because coming up, I was real insecure as a kid because I was dark skinned. It wasn't cool to be dark when I was dark. So when I stepped out the house, I made sure everything was flawless. I made sure I'm brushing my teeth 7 times a day. These are a lot of habits I got now, where I got like OCD with hygiene, because I can't come out and it better not be a drop of ash on me or I'm getting roasted. So I'm piling on lotion, cocoa butter, coconut oil, like everything, making sure my hair cut's straight. I literally, moms will send us to the store. I gotta go shower. I gotta put a fresh fit on. Like, I gotta be to the T, because I had that insecurity in my head of, damn, what they gonna say when they see me? I'm already dark. They already talking bad about a nigga. Once I got over that, nigga, it was unlimited. I'm pulling bitches left and right. I'm stunting on niggas now. Like, bro, it's the power of not giving a fuck.
No, the power of not giving a fuck is crucial, because for one, you only have one life, right? And shit, it's not a long one. You know what I mean? Well, it's long, but it goes fast. You only got one life to live. So you're going to live your life worrying about the opinions of other people. To me, that's no way to live your life. Creating content. I had to get over that too. Like, man, people going to, think of me a certain way if I say this, or are they going to think I'm cringe because I post this? Who gives a fuck? This is what I'm trying to do. I got to do it 100% or don't do it at all. You get what I'm saying? So not giving a fuck can have you doing something, like you said, that you really want to do, and you can unlock doors that you're supposed to and reach new heights, or it can stop you from following down the same stupid ass tracks that you see other people do. Like I said, a lot of us get into financial situations that we're going to regret because we're trying to prove to other people or look a certain way to other people. You go and buy the flashy Benz when you don't make enough money because you want to sit there and make it look like you flexing, but you're really not. You get what I'm saying? You want to be out in the club every night, but you really want a wife, or you really want a nigga. But you're not going to find it there. But you there because that's people is telling you cool if you go there. You're weird if you go and, you feel me, tap into this knowledge or read this book, or you obsessed with going to the gym or your craft. You feel me? Most people who don't give a fuck, they're the ones that succeed because they're willing to be outliers. You know what I mean? And they're willing to sit in that uncomfortable place and get uncomfortable and not give a fuck what people think. And ultimately, that's going to lead you to new heights.
Now that don't mean just go, you know what I mean, and just being off the wall and fucking over your relationships and doing all this shit. So don't get the wrong misconception of that. Still have respect for people, still keep things a certain way, but don't allow other opinions to limit the things that you want to do in life. A lot of things, like you said, you might not want to go to the club tonight, but you got the guilt trip of the homies that make you want to go and do something. And I tell people all the time, respect my no's the same way you respect my yeses. It'd be so easy when I say yes, 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 and then as soon as a nigga say no, I got to be all this other shit now. Like, oh, I don't really fuck with you, or you don't do this or do that. Like, they'll guilt trip you into doing the shit that you don't want to do. It's been a lot of times like that where I probably should have been at the house with my bitch. I done went somewhere, went to a dice game. From the dice game, went to the liquor store. From the liquor store, went and did all this shit, ran from the police or something. All this shit that happened. And the whole time in the back of my mind's like, I knew I should have been at the fucking house. You know what I mean? So it just depends though. Like I say, just give a fuck less a little bit. And like you said, a lot of things won't affect you. Like I tell all the time that my nieces and my nephews be clowning me. Don't let that bother you.
I personally like being the nigga in his own league. Like, I'd rather be the nigga that's saying no when everybody else is saying yes. To me, I like it that way. I don't want to do what you niggas do. I don't want to wear what you niggas wear. Whatever you niggas do, I don't want to do it. I'm trying to do the opposite. Like, I don't want to be like nobody else but myself. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
Cuz got on this Max B shit. Whatever you niggas do, I do the other thing.
Like, I'm not trying to do that. Shout out to Max B. Shout out to Max B for real.
Hey, free Max, man.
Yeah.
Free the wave.
Free the wave.
Hey,
The real
it's
wave.
like Joe Budden say, man, why try to fit in when you can stand out, man? Why try to fit in when you can stand out?